got to land inside the circle. The server serves the ball towards their opponent, and then there are no boundaries. Okay, so you can move all about around the net.
Okay, so like we said before, you can pretty much move wherever you want. Now notice some of y'all, when we're passing it back and forth, you are able to move from one side to the other, okay? Now in this game, you are out if
It bounces and hits the net, but the other person cannot return it. That is the point.
Okay, so obviously I'm going to point out something. He said if it bounces in the hoop and the person isn't able to return it, then theoretically this person's out. Okay, but I would almost say, and we're going to go over this in a second, I would say that's not a very good strike on the person that did it because it went a little too what? And I will say though, another thing is, this person did make the effort and he probably could have returned it, but unfortunately these people weren't really waiting behind the cone like they were supposed to. That's why it's nice for you to stay back and give them a chance to be able to return it, okay? And not get in their way. So ideally, if they do make a good strike and you're not able to return it back in the hoop, you would be out. Also, you're out if you what? Yeah, I said earlier, get that word out of your vocabulary. Okay, so if you actually do happen to catch the ball like this, not that I think you would just catch it and look at me, but you get the idea, okay? So we don't catch the ball, and then of course, if you hit it what? Okay, so if it completely misses the hula hoop like that, then yes, you would be out if you're the one who struck it. Okay, and also if the ball bounces twice before you strike it back. So it's got to hit the hula hoop. That's 1, 2. Even though he made a pretty impressive hit to get it back in there, he waited too many hits for it to strike. You can only do 1 strike at a time, okay? And then there is no what?
Cherry bomb.
People call this different things, but that's kind of going back to that first video. Okay, now this is a purposeful cherry bomb. I don't care who you are, most of you are not going to return that if you try to slam it down and it goes way up in the air. Okay, maybe you can, but that's not what we're doing in here. So you've got to be able to make a good strike. So if you're the one, if you know that you kind of hit it way too over their head. Now sometimes when you're playing the game, the ball starts getting higher and higher, and you're kind of going like this. That's not a cherry bomb. Okay, but you do need to try to work on getting it to that chest level. This is a purposeful slam to get somebody out, okay? Now if you're out, I mean, I think y'all get this, just switch with the next person at the cone. Winner gets to stay on. Okay, but with that being said, one last thing, winner must leave after what?